you see in India, it's just about 2.4% EV penetration. We did about just 100,000 units last year, and there was just a one player, Tata Motors, having 70% market share. And if you look in the Indian market, the largest player still doesn't have the EV model for Indian market. So I mean, the Tesla with its e-vehicle policy, obviously government would have collaborated with them to understand their requirements, and that policy could hit them and bring Tesla to the India. So the policy states that if the vehicle above $35,000 can be imported, lower duty rate of 15% versus a normal of 70 to 100% for Indian market, and they have to commit an investment at least of $450 million. With the plant coming 3 years time, this could actually bring a large player to Indian market. And with the excitement of the models, the EV market India will get a lot of boost. So obviously, the challenges remain in area of EV ecosystem, so which is a global challenge. Charging infra, cost of ownership, it's still at least a 20% more expensive than ICE vehicle. So those challenges continue, but the obviously the transition will keep on supporting higher EV penetration in India. So we expect at least 40-50% growth for next year. So that would mean 3% penetration by next year. So Tesla, say, assume comes by end of year. There are Maruti, Mahindra, which are talking about new model launches. So all this could support the EV penetration in India. So obviously gradual, but there would be a lot of excitement if Tesla comes to India.
Can I ask you, and putting Tesla to the side right now, because they're a pure play. We're talking BEVs there. In terms of your thoughts and the analysis that you've done, is it realistic to expect that EVs are going to be predominant in India, considering where we are right now on the infrastructure and just the demographic challenges and everything else? Is hybrid realistically the way forward, more so for India at the current stage of development that we're seeing?
You're right. It's very gradual. I mean, just 2% now. So it would be, say, in the range of 20% by 2030. So India will be still much behind, say, likes of Europe and a China market. But for hybrids, I think there could be a good demand. The challenge for hybrids are more on the taxation side. They don't enjoy a low tax rate like for EV is there. But government is talking about that also to reduce. So if that happens, support comes from government for the hybrids, then definitely there could be good market. And there are like a lot of Japanese play in Indian market which have a good presence in the hybrid side. So they could come, and there should be definitely a increased hybrid as well. So that's also 3% penetration currently, which is on strong hybrid side. We'll definitely see an increase. But yeah, government policy there would be key to in terms of a penetration increasing for the hybrids in India.